we're going to switch from that now and talk a little bit about chaos. Yes, chaos. Now is the time that chaos will begin to show on the global level in the other world. You know what I mean, in the other world. So, the chaos will begin and just build and build and build, which can be very scary, but is really necessary and appropriate. Necessary and appropriate. Because as we rise, the foundations of the old break apart and crumble, and the ways of the new, and the new is really what is just the truth, what has always been, will rise up, is rising up through that. The chaos is the dissemination of the old way, of the old way. The destruction, the falling, the crumbling of the old ways of putting money before the many. And the new world is a different dimension of love. We are creating it as we come into it, as we ascend, as we rise. We are bringing it and manifesting it in. It's happening all at the same time. We are arriving there and bringing it in and manifesting it at the same time. So the old ways are falling right now before our very eyes. And what it looks like is it looks in the other world like if like a totalitarian government revealing itself and very aggressively beginning to take over. But there's the other part that's rising, in which it can't exist as it has anyway, even without the it simply can't exist anymore in that way. It's just like the simple boiling point of water. You know, there comes a temperature time where it cannot exist as water a moment longer, and it will become steam. And that's where we're at. But yeah, so that's that pressure. There's that pressure, and it causes chaos as you feel the pressure, as we feel the pressure, as those in the other world. As those in the other world feel the pressure. They step forward and say, no more. No more. No more. You have no power over me in this world. We are free and sovereign. And we are no longer going to participate in these old world practices. They no longer serve us in the new world. But the old ways are showing their faces through chaos right now, through where the chaos is. That's where the old ways are. When I say chaos, what the visual is, you just see these big stone old ways as buildings that are just crumbling, crumbling, crumbling. And the crumbling of old ways looks like chaos. But it has to go. And the old ways have to make themselves known to be the old way by putting pressure. If you're feeling that pressure, that unrighteousness, that's an old way. It's an old way that is showing its face to you, that it may crumble. Let's talk about something else. So we're talking about along the Ascension journey, new gifts come in, and that you begin to see the light of God in everyone, and everyone becomes more beautiful to you. Well, a little addition to that, or maybe a big addition to that, is that everyone appears more beautiful to you as they are, and in their it's just more natural state. And so suddenly makeup looks a little bit garish, like it's blocking your light. I know this, just flow with me on this. And, well, maybe you guys can see it. Maybe you guys can see it. Like there's actual light that comes out of your face, and like a glow. And then like makeup, I'm not saying that makeup is wrong. I'm just saying that it begins to look like a gray cast over your light. And I don't know, I'm just saying what I see. And so, like, makeup becomes like a covering for your light, and wigs become like a covering for the glory of your hair, and it's just like your glory is beautiful the way it is. In the light that comes from your very own glory, your very own halo, is kind of covered by these fake things. And I think it's the intention behind those fake things kind of it blocks your glow, and it's very visible from the outside in, because it's like the intention of makeup becomes a gray cast. You know what I mean? Because like the intention of makeup would be, yes, I'm enhancing, but the wow, we're having a meeting of the birds here. But the true light of God, Goddess, that flows through you and is shining and glowing through your face says, I am perfect just the way that I am. Then you put that thing on top that says, anyway, I just see that. I don't know how to explain it. But I see that. And then it kind of looks a little bit clownish. And even before, it was beautiful. But now it just looks clownish. It's part of that thing that I tried to describe about how it just comes out as a lie. Well, these things that are fake about our images that we are presenting just kind of comes out wrong all of a sudden. It does. You just look more beautiful without it. Way more beautiful without it. And you see that. You can see that. You'll see that in people who are around you, who, like, suddenly, you just see this sister and she's so beautiful and she doesn't have on makeup and she's rocking her own hair the way that her curls choose to be, however that is. And I don't know. It's not coming out right. But I think maybe you guys know what I mean. Like, you'll just see this person, or it doesn't matter what her nationality is. I'm just using a sister because I am one. But you'll see her and you'll be like, she's so beautiful. And you just see the light. You just see light, and it's okay. Here it is. I got it finally a little bit. It's like covering your crystal. It's like covering your crystal, because like your crystal has every little facet is original to you. Every little facet is original to you. And as the light of God comes through and shines through you more, it's like the more facets, the brighter your light. And those facets are your originality. How you are, how you have bloomed to be in this moment. And the light of God shines through that. Goddess shines through that brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter as we ascend. All the way, through our skin, through our eyes, through every little strand of our natural hair, if we have any. And then when we have these enhancements of makeup and wigs and really even tattoos. I'm just telling you what I see. Unless some tattoos activate into light and pulse, being in how they were created and breathed through you. But others become kind of a covering of the light. Whatever the case, anything that is covering your crystal will be eventually feel like it's blocking your light, and it will be. And it will be. And you'll see these and you'll just drop them one by one. Whatever's covering this, whatever's covering that. You'll see it and you'll just block it. You'll just stop. You'll just stop. Naturally. You'll feel where the light is trying to come through and where it's being covered. And so one day you just wake up and you're like, no, I'm not going to wear a wig no more. This is my natural. And I'm not saying that you go without. Well, you interpret as you so choose. Interpret as you so choose. Yeah, but the beauty begins to be hidden by all the artificial on the outside. And as you remove the artificial on the outside and the light comes through your own facets, you just become more, your light shines more. Your light shines even more. And it begins to seem that the more fancier the thing is on the outside, the more it hides your light. Like, yeah, it's like kind of where to apply. Choose where to apply, where not to apply.